Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, baby, all day. Not today, not him.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Lion. There we go, back.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Lefty.
Here's Ajayi. What a spin. And now running right through it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. His first carry of the game. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a toss play. It's a giant. Powerful running. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it and got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. We'll check it down to Geis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They run with Ajayi. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Get over there. Go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ram. Hey. There we go. Back. Lady!
Now it's Ajayi. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, Lou. Hey, rip 5-2. On here.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. 180. Lefty.
Now Wentz. And completes to Zach Ertz. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Go. 280. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, other side, solid.
Now Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go. 180. Hey, 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz now on first down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Switch. Hey, rip on 2. Out here. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Good chip. Hey. You got 3. Here we go. 280.
This is Ajayi. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go. 280.
On first down, Wentz. And the Eagles are in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. On play action, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Down the man inside, down the man.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down, this is Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue
90. Looking to throw. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 120.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 280. 46 down, man. 5-4. What's that?
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go. 280.
To throw, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Set. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
All right, here we go.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run with Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A first carry for SupaMedic803's. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hut. Hut. Hut.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There we go. Back. Lefty.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Wentz now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Waiting. Rip.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Breaks a tackle. It fights him off. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got three, fellas. We got round.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
This by 7. There we go. Back man. 280. What's on?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Lion. What's on?
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.